Alright, well I have some time to make another video. So let's learn another shtickle Aryeh on the Tazria. So this week's Parsha is Tazria. I believe it starts at chapter 12 if I'm not mistaken. Well, I don't like... So it says Isha ki Tazria Amr Rabbi Simlai. Let's see first what Rashi says. Hey, I don't want this cat on me. So Rashi says, Amr Rabbi Simlai Kashem Shitzirasei Shel Adam Acher Kol Behem Chayav Oif B'Maisa Bereshis. All right, so that's why this Ketzela is following me at my at the here by the mechanic. So it says Rabbi Simlai says just like a human being was the last creature created, right, in the work of creation. Kach Terasei is Parsha Acher Teres Behem Chayav Oif. So too the the laws of human beings are taught after the laws of animals, meaning we just had the laws of which animals are kosher, which animals provide some sort of impurity, and so now we go to the laws of purity and impurity. So now we have laws of purity and impurity in human beings. So the Heilige Zayde Maharal Prague talks about this Rashi. So he says, first of all, he says that the source of the Rashi is in Vayikra Rabbah, the Medrash. And again, the way that we see is a pattern that how the Maharal explains Rashi is always like this: the im loikein. If it wasn't like this, lama maktim Parshas Torah Lama the Ketzela. What's up? This Ketzela is following me. Stop it! He scratched me. Why are you chasing me? Stop it! So.
Come in, man. It's warm right here.
All right.
I didn't know she left you.
Yeah, no.
I'm just finishing up. A little longer than I thought.
Okay. All right, so we got away from the cat that was attacking me. So it says, Im loikein lama maktim Parshas behema chayav oif leParshas Torah Adam. So otherwise, why would animals be mentioned, the laws of animals be mentioned before the laws of human beings? El kashem, but rather like we said, va'af al gabi bria mefarish b'gemara b'perak echad dinei mamanis. Even though when it comes to the creation, we explained in the Talmud, the chapter in the Gemara Sanhedrin where it says about the laws of monetary court cases. If a person becomes arrogant, he should be told, oh, even a mosquito came before you in creation. The reason why the human being was the last thing to be created was because to humble us. Right. This is very Leidig. This is the country. This is Route 55. For Oid Yesh Taimim Acherim Sham, and the Gemara there in Sanhedrin brings other reasons as well. Shkevein do a Hershalach, and the Shkevein looked like maybe it was a buck. I don't know. Anyway, Imkain, if that's the case, so Bezai, right? Kasha, we have a question here. Kevan the oisen taimim leishaychim kan, because those reasons don't apply here. Im kain beterasan lama maktim behema chayav oif l'teres adam. So therefore, why would it be that the laws of the animals would precede the laws of the human beings? Doichak loymar aidi de makdim b'yitzira makdim nami b'Torah. So then we're forced to say that if something was preceded in creation, then it preceded also in the Torah, the lashon kashem, the mashma hachi. So this term of saying that it's just like this, it's not obvious here. It's not. We wouldn't hear this out here. It should have said because the creation of the beasts and the cattle and the poultry, the birds came first. So some say of the gam terasan echiu misnahagim hu davar doima labria. So we say also when it comes to the laws of these animals, how are they existing? It's something that's similar in creation. Kemoisha bria hu tikunam. The creation, that's how they're set up. That's how they're fixed up. Hachinami, similarly, terasam hi tikun heviosam. The laws in the Torah that relate to these things is also how they have their tikkun, how they have their rectification in the world. L'kach, therefore, since animals and birds were created before human beings, so too their teaching should come first. Because the Torah itself is the completion of their tikkun. Meaning the way that they have spiritual rectification goes via their laws, the halachos, the Jewish laws that apply, the Torah laws that apply to these animals. This is essential in creation, and that's part of the way that creation goes. B'shvil kach amru, and for that reason, the sages said in Gemara in Shabbos Pei Ches Amud Aleph 88a. Hoisef Hey Bashishi. Why does it say Yom Hashishi instead of Yom Shishi? It says Yom Hashishi. We know we're going to say Kiddush in about an hour from now. So why does it say the sixth day instead of our sixth day, the way all the others, Yom Chamishi, Yom Shlishi? So Loimar, that's if to say Shekol Ma'aser Bereishis Hayatluyim V'Oimdem Ad Shishi B'Sivan. So the sages say that it's a reference to the sixth day of Sivan, which is the day of Shavuos, the holiday of Pentecost, the day when we receive the Torah. Meaning that the whole purpose of creation was waiting for that event of Mount Sinai. Emi Kabli Yisrael Torah Mutav. If the Israelites accepted the Torah, then it'd be good for the whole creation, right? But if not, the creation would return to nothingness, to emptiness and void. The reason for this is that the real completion of all of creation is only through Torah. That fixes the world. We talk about this world, Tikkun Olam. Tikkun Olam doesn't mean left-wing, social justice. It means the Torah's social justice. There is such a thing as social justice, but it's not necessarily what the world thinks it is. But there's more than that. It's the Torah, the whole Torah ideology, all the mitzvahs of the Torah. Essentially, are those things that bring us to the Tikkun Olam, to fixing the world. And if not, the whole world's going to go back to emptiness and void, to being nothing. Because there's no tikkun, there's no rectification. Therefore, kol shem briyahu. It's all part of creation, meaning the reason why Leviticus 11 comes before Leviticus 12 to teach us that the animals were created, the laws of the animals come before the laws of the humans, just like the creation of the animals came before the creation of the humans, is for that reason, is that so too it's really the completion of creation is the Torah. Im Toimar, and if you say Im Kain Hayal Haktim Gam Kain Adam Kiyab Baitzara, so then you should also add first if a person has leprosy. The Mari Gam Kain Bezochar Ilu Isha Kisazriya. Question is, why is something that involves a woman before something involves a man? The man was created first before the woman. Like Aryeh Isha right? Isha Kisazriya, woman giving birth, it only happens to a woman. So a woman was created last. She was the pinnacle of the creation. So you might say like this, the Adarabba. No, it's just the opposite. The Isha Nivreis Tchila. The woman was created first. I guess I'm going to park here. Even though the woman was brought from the one of the ribs, is how we usually teach it, right? Is that the woman was made from Adam's rib, or some translate it otherwise. Why isn't this? Maybe I have to actually have the running, or is this it? Oh, there we go. So some say it's the sides, right? Whatever. All right. This was after the human was created. So that means Eve was really created first, and she was taken from Adam. Because it says that God created the male and female, and He called the name Adam. The human being, because we find because there is a concept that the original human was created like a Siamese twin, conjoined twin, which doesn't happen like this as male and female, two faces. And actually the female was created first. Because that is what is given in the order of creation. The first was the animals, then the woman, and then the man. And we know that really in how human beings develop in the womb, there's first more of a female stage before a masculine stage. Because we see that the way that creation went is it's always on a one level to a higher level. Whatever was last is a higher level. Whatever is the higher level is what comes last. I know this is not going to be popular to the feminists. So that's why the male came last, actually. That before that, Adam was really like a hermaphrodite, and then only afterwards did he become male. Shahu Yoser Choshev, because the male is more distinguished, at least according to what the Zayda Maharal is saying here, at least in his opinion. Umizeh Tam Amru Zal, and for this reason Chazal say Sheisha Meres Gedoyla Yosem in Ish. That's why a woman matures more quickly than a man, right? A girl has her bas mitzvah at 12 and the boy at 13. The bas yud beis v'yam echad v'ben gimel v'yam echad, right? That's what we just said. Shev tashlim gadlus. That's when you become an adult. Chol zeh, all this, shekol davar shalom yoyser bo b'achreina shleimusai. Whatever comes later, that's what comes at the end. It's more perfect lefichach. Therefore, Yetziras HaZachar b'achreina v'lo b'rishoina. Therefore, the male was created last and not first. In Tomar, if you say Me'achel if you say Bria, Magdim of Parshas, if we see after that the Parsha goes by the order of the creation, so too the birds should have come before the mammals, as it was in the creation. But they're saying no, because the mammals and the birds were all in one chapter, one paragraph. Adarabah. This obviously is in Parshas Torah Behema. Then the laws of the mammals should come first. Why? The other places where we're talking about separate parshios. The whole parsha Dibur B'Yuchad. We're going to sound the shofar for. That's for candle lighting. The whole parsha Dibur B'Yuchad. Each parsha has this particular teaching. Shamak Timothy Seder Bria. There, it comes first in the order of creation. Why did you take the DVD player out for the TV?
It was in the car, and I need to clean it out because Bubby's gonna take it.
Why isn't it connected to the TV, Shlomi? Connect it back.
It was in the car.
Shlomi, connect it back to the TV.
Where's what?
Abo kasher, nichlal b'dibur echad. Since it's all included in one word, Haim ke'ilu niktavim shneim b'yachad. It's like they're both written together. Yeah, but now that you have it back in the house, plug it back into the TV. So then, the thing that's more important comes first. So we see there's very big, deep concepts in the teaching that Reb Simlai has in this medrash. The sphere leisha min adin yesh laktin bein bria. That we see both in creation and in the laws, the animals come and the birds come before the humans. Lefi hachatura, according that the laws that the things in the creation, they also come like this. That's how they're found. Humans are much more tzniistic, much more hidden than animals. And therefore, hu ba b'achreina. Shabbos. That's why it comes last. This teaches how great human beings are, and we don't have time to be longer on this because almost Shabbos, almost Shkia. Shabbos, everybody.